Hey friends, Minibrand sent me a case of their Netflix series. You and I are going to open a few of them and see what exactly comes in this collection. Hopefully, I've seen all the movies or series included in here, otherwise, for lack of a better word, this will be an interesting video. Obviously, the ball is red because Netflix. And I also noticed that some or all of the series in this collection are printed on the wrapper. We've got Stranger Things, Rebel Moon, Squid Game, Emily in Paris, Cobra Kai, Bridgerton, and The Witcher. Now, guess how many of these I've actually seen? And I'll tell you the answer in a little bit. These seem to be pretty tightly wrapped, so that's gonna be an issue. So inside you get a collector's guide. We're gonna check that in a little bit. It seems like we also got one of those scented type of pouches. So I guess there's a scented mini in the series, or maybe a few. But either way, in total you get 5 Netflix branded pouches. All right, something fell out of that pouch. It's a little stand for a figure. And by the way, the figure we got in this pouch is the doll from Squid Game. I'm guessing you attach this here like so, which is a little bit weird. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, I was definitely doing it wrong. It needs to be a little bit lower so that it, levels out with the feet. So here it is. It looks pretty good. Nothing too crazy about it. It's really interesting how it's not actually like a hard plastic. See, it's more rubbery, I guess. By the way, have you guys seen Squid Game? I've seen it, so it is one of the series from this collection that I've seen. Even though it can stand by itself, for our purposes, I'm just gonna lay it like this flat. Looks better on camera. Here we have a red, I think you call it a beret. Red beret. This is kind of like felt. I think they're using one of those techniques. I forgot what's it called. Is it like not flocking? It's darn it, what do you call that thing where they they just use a surface and they put this velvety thing. It's almost like a dust, like particles. I forgot what's it called, but yeah, I'm not exactly sure what series this is from, so I guess I haven't seen this series, but it's definitely not Squid Games. I don't remember seeing anyone wearing one of these, but since it's one of those hats, like a French type of hat, I'm guessing it would be from Emily in Paris, right? Here we have some sort of paper bag, and there is something inside. I can feel it. Pretty obvious that it's from the Emily in Paris show. Now let's see what's inside. Okay, there's some food inside. It looks to be pastries with raisins. Or is that supposed to be chocolate chips? Because if they are, then this is pain au chocolat, or something like that. So it's basically like a puff pastry, I think, with chocolate chips inside. It looked pretty cool. It reminds me of just, the regular foodie mini brands. They're bigger than what you would get in the foodie series. But it is a pretty cool mini, and I'm really glad that there's some food in this series and not just, characters. Even though I'm guessing this is something, I don't know, prevalent in the Emily in Paris show, which I haven't seen, by the way. So there's another hint for you. Wait, there's something else in there. So I definitely recognize this. It's the mask from Squid Games, and it seems like it comes with a little stand. I really like the texture on this. It's pretty much spot on if you ask me. Even the inside part is textured, so let's see how it would look on the stand. That's pretty cool. I really enjoyed Squid Game, so getting miniatures from that show, it's actually a big plus for me. And now we're down to the most exciting pouch in this capsule, which I'm guessing it's a scented one. Again, we didn't check the collector's guide yet, but we will in a little bit. So this might actually be the only scented mini in this collection, even though maybe it's not even scented. Maybe they packed it like this for different reasons. Oh, we got a cake. It's some sort of cake with ladyfingers. I think that's fruit over there. I see a orange or a clementine or something here on the top. And then there are slices of orange over here at the bottom. And yes, it is scented. It smells very fruity, and you also get a hint of the ladyfingers. It's almost like, I don't know, like a baked pastry type of thing. It's not too strong, but it does smell like it's food, I'm actually wondering what series this is from. Based solely on the way it looks, I would say either Emily in Paris or Bridgerton, because that sounds like something that they would have there. However, it does look pretty weird from this angle. Okay, that is weird. We got another scented one. The scented ones are usually part of like a rare category or a super rare or something. So to get 2 in a row, that's pretty strange. It's definitely not that cake looking thing because it's a lot thinner. So I'm really curious what's inside. But we're gonna put it here for now and open these pouches first. Seems like we got an action figure from Stranger Things. It's Hopper. The details are quite spectacular. And it is one of those miniatures where you can actually pull it out of the box, you know, without ruining it. And then you can just put it back. So let's have a closer look at this. It is really tiny and it looks pretty darn good. Let's see on the back. Actually, why am I doing this? I can just pull it out. Here it is, Hopper from Stranger Things. Looking pretty dandy. All right, let's just put him back in his thing. I almost broke this thing. I need to be more careful. I'm not 100% sure what this is. Kind of looks like a bone, but it could also be like a staff. Yeah, I definitely have no clue whatsoever what series this is from, so I'm guessing I haven't seen it. Yeah, there's not much I can say about it. It looks like a bone or a staff or a cane or something. I'm guessing once I check the collector's guide, it would be a little bit more obvious. I definitely recognize this one. It's Dustin's thinking cap, and that's Dustin from Stranger Things if you haven't seen the show. But I don't know why I remember this being red, blue, and white, not just blue and white, or I don't know, is it just me? The way mini brands treats their scale is kind of bonkers. I mean, this cap is smaller than the one from the sneaker series or the mini fashion. Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, if you think about it from a business standpoint, it would make sense to make the same size caps, right? Because I guess their factories already has the mold, and the only thing you kind of need to change is the design a little bit, and then obviously the color or any, you know, graphics like this. But yeah, I don't know. I guess they do have their reasons, right? Oh my. We have a teapot, right? It is a teapot. I'm a little teapot. Yeah, never mind. Again, this is something I could see in Emily in Paris or Bridgerton, because that's very, right, it's like Bridgerton. The name is kind of very English, back in the day type of, you know, series. The details on this are pretty amazing though. I mean, you have nice gold decorations. I like the combination between white, blue, and gold. Of course, it doesn't open or anything. And it is, I think, like a softer plastic based on the handle. See, kind of moves. And this knob thingy here also moves around. If I would want to make this operational, you know, just removing the cap, it will be pretty hard because it's that rubbery texture. It's not hard plastic, but it is a pretty cool and unique mini in itself. You know, we never had something like this before. And now, once again, we have the best for last. Let's see what's in here. All right, so we got a pizza from Stranger Things. This is the Surfer Boy pizza. Sorry, the Hand-Tossed Supreme pizza. I don't feel a scent yet, but I want to check it out first and then I'm gonna smell it. Oh, okay, this doesn't really look like Supreme. Supreme pizza, sausage, pepperoni, green peppers, red onion, mushroom, and black olives. Well, it honestly looks like it has jalapeno slices, maybe, I don't even know, avocado, but you wouldn't put avocado on a pizza, or maybe like chicken. Yeah, this one is a little bit weird in terms of how it looks. Definitely doesn't look like a Supreme pizza with, you know, all the toppings they mentioned here. I mean, where is the pepperoni, you know? And it really doesn't smell like much, to be honest. Yeah, not even the box. I thought maybe the scent is on the box, you know? This could be like a bit from the series that I don't remember, like where they order a Supreme pizza maybe and they get something completely different. But if it's not, then yeah, I think they kind of messed this one up. It's kind of difficult to close too because it has all these little tabs here. And then on the back, you have some baking instructions. Oh, okay, I get it now. So this is a frozen pizza. See, I've seen the show a while ago, so I don't remember anything about the Surfer Boy pizza. Okay, well, let's just put it here for now. And by the way, I'm not sure if the scale in this particular series is of any interest to any of you. I know that in the past, for other series, you guys really wanted to know the scale and how big they are. But just in case someone is interested, here is the size of some of the items. And by the way, let me know what would be an easy, fast, and efficient way for me to include this piece of information for you in the future videos. I guess placing a quarter next to them would probably be the fastest way, but I'm not sure how helpful that is. So you let me know in the comments, what do you think the best, most efficient, and informative way to do that is? There's no way we got another scented one. Oh, and we got one that's out of the pouch. Okay, well, never mind. I guess the clear baggie is actually considered a pouch because we have 5 in total. So I think this is like a newspaper. It's Lady Whistledown's Society Papers. So it's more like a pamphlet rather than a newspaper, I guess. If I was to guess based on this and the way it looks solely, I guess this is from Bridgerton as well. But let's see real quick if all the pages are actually readable. So we're gonna zoom in as much as possible. Oh yeah, everything is readable. Recent news, who's back in town. Well, that's nice. Since I didn't see that series, I definitely cannot relate to it, but I'm guessing for those of you that have seen it, this is pretty cool. And for those of you interested, here's the size. Okay, the same one, and I was about to break it too. I mean, I don't think I can break it because it's kind of like bendy. Yeah, no, can't break this. So it's another one of those bone-shaped canes, I guess, which is also our very first duplicate. Speaking of duplicates, here's our second one, another teapot. It looks nice, but you know, how many of these can you have? It would have been nice if they included some teacups, but maybe they did, it's just that I didn't get any. Here's another Squid Game mask. I'm really curious if this actually fits Barbies or something, because for those of you that, you know, have a lot of Barbies, or, you know, you have like a dollhouse with different figures inside it, if it does fit a Barbie or a particular figure, I guess it's cool to have duplicates of these and then you can put it on each of them, you know? I do hope, however, that this series has more than just this type of mask. All right, well, based on how this feels, it's another one of these cake thingies, the dessert, whatever it's called, the ladyfinger dessert. I'm gonna call it fruit ladyfinger cake dessert. And yes, it's pretty much exactly the same thing. It does smell really nice though. Like really, really nice. And I just realized that 4 of the items in this ball had duplicates and only that thing was unique and new. That is a little bit concerning. Since I have so many questions about what else is part of this series, let's have a closer look at the collector's guide right now. In total, there are 32 items to collect, so it's a smaller series. The miniatures are divided in 6 categories. There's only 1 item in the legendary section, a gold wolf pendant. The iconic section comes with 2 golden Squid Game miniatures, 3 items in the luxury section. The ultra rare category is interesting. I think that sword might be glow in the dark, and then we have these 2 out of 4 items that are actually scented. I'm glad I got them both, even though the pizza was kind of disappointing. The rare category has 8 items, and then the last category on the collector's guide is the common. Here we have 14 items, and it's more of a mix from each of the TV series in this collection. And now, remember when I asked you how many of these do you think I've seen? Well, the answer is 2. I've seen Squid Game and Stranger Things. In general, I think it's a cool collection, especially if you're a big fan of some of these shows. I can't relate to most of them, but it does make me want to go watch them now. That's, of course, if they're finished. You know, I only start watching the series once it's finished. Some of the items that I'm curious about and would like to get are obviously the golden ones up here. Then the camera looks kind of interesting. I already got the scented ones and also the 2 little pastries down here. And from the common section, yeah, nothing in particular to be honest, but you never know. Maybe once I get one of these items, I will be pleasantly surprised. As we usually do, let's start taking everything we got so far. Using that word feels a little unnatural, but that's what they say on the collector's guide, you know, take as you collect. And I kind of prefer to say mark it as found, or check mark it as found, or put a check mark next to it. No way we got another one. What is going on? Aren't these supposed to be like rare or something? I mean, I know it's a small collection, it's just 32 items, but still, you would expect to get a lot of these duplicates. Well, not that. A lot of these other duplicates, you know, the common ones, but not the really hard to find ones. But based on how it looks, it's a pizza, so I hope this one smells and looks the way it should. So it's still a supreme pizza, and this one is kind of stuck, so I have to be careful. Darn it, I already ripped it. Okay, still looks the same. What would you guys call this pizza? I mean, seriously, based on how it looks, what toppings do you think it's on it? Let me know in the comments, and maybe in a future video I can just make one with whatever ingredients are there and, you know, the way it actually looks. It still doesn't smell like much. Oh well. Disappointing. Many brands, this one was disappointing. Yeah, sorry. I know you sent me the whole box of these, but you know, let's put it down here. We got another one of these society papers, and we're gonna leave it in the pouch it came in. Here's a duplicate of Dustin's thinking cap. Another one of those bones. This is a pretty big pouch, and I'm guessing there's something new inside it. Here's the stand that just fell out. And we got a Demogorgon, I think. Yeah, Demogorgon from Stranger Things. I'm glad we got a new mini because everything else in this pouch was a duplicate. And it also looks pretty darn good and creepy. I mean, this thing is scary, like really scary. If you guys haven't seen Stranger Things, I recommend you go watch it. I think it's pretty cool. And that's another thing about this series of mini brands. I cannot say too much, even though I've just seen 2 of the shows, because I don't want to give it away, you know? I really don't like spoilers, so I'm not gonna do that to you guys in case you decide to go watch it. But yeah, I attached this stand and now technically it should just, there you go. That looks good. I really like this one. This is a good mini. I'm gonna put it right over here, make sure this teapot is nice and straight, and then we're gonna put a check mark next to it. You've got to be kidding me. How many did we get? So I've opened, what, 5? This is the 5th ball, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So literally every ball had a scented one inside. That is absolutely crazy. In a good way, of course, but there's the legendary or iconic ones that we're not getting any of. So the scented ones seem to be more common than the common ones. And of course, it's another one of those cake thingies. Is there a name for this, by the way? Do you call it something specific? And more importantly, is there a recipe for this? Because I'm thinking that would be a good idea for a video to try to make this one. Here's another one of those Bridgerton papers. Oh my god. Yeah, this seems to be a very common mini. And I'm kind of running out of space for it, so I'm gonna put these on top of each other a little bit. Okay, finally something new. This, my friends, is Eddie from Stranger Things. He looks a little bit off, doesn't he? I don't think we're gonna pull him out of his box, but yeah. I mean, if you love Stranger Things a lot, then yeah, this is definitely something you would enjoy. And I do love Stranger Things, but not to this level, you know? And here's another new mini. We got Daniel from Cobra Kai. This is another one of those series that I haven't seen, but if I remember correctly, it's not finished yet, right? Here's a close-up of the figure. I think it looks pretty good, pretty spot on. I like how it has these little windows on the side and you can see inside it. There's one even here at the top. Oh, seems like it's a rare one. I had no idea. Well, to be honest with you, at this point, it doesn't surprise me anymore. The ever-present scented one and also the Bridgerton newspaper. I'm gonna put it right here. And then this is obviously the pizza. And I'm still hopeful every time that this one's gonna look the way it should look. Or maybe they do look the way they should look. It's just that I don't get it, or there's a reference there I don't get. But I mean, look here on the back. It shows how the pizza looks. Yeah, it's very, very far from that. Yep, alright, as expected. Here's another one of Dustin's cap from Stranger Things. Another bone-shaped cane, and I swear it's like all the balls are having exactly the same items inside, and then there's like 1 or 2 that are different. And here's another Demogorgon that has stuff on it. Whatever that is, I think it's just residue from the plastic mold or something. Never mind. I thought the arms might be articulated, but they're not. Okay. The foot, however, is kind of wonky. Okay, so this one won't stand, but it's fine. You know what I was thinking just now? Now that they made this Netflix series, it pretty much opens the possibility to make like an Apple TV series or I don't know, like a Hulu series. Personally, I'd like to see a YouTube series. I think though that what they should have done is make a streaming series and include all of these different streaming platforms in one series. Because not everyone has a Netflix subscription, and the way it is right now, most of the people buying these probably saw the shows, or maybe you know, you're just a fan of anything mini brands. Otherwise, I don't think you'd purchase these. If they made a streaming series with multiple streaming platforms, then they would have casted a larger net, you know what I mean? Yeah, anyway, just an idea. Yep, the usual scented one. Seems like we didn't get the newspaper this time. But we did get this fruit cake dessert thingy with ladyfingers that I would actually really like to try. I'm pretty sure, however, I can't find it anywhere, so I would have to make it myself, but I don't know exactly what it is, so if you guys do, let me know in the comments. I think I've already asked you to do that, right? Here's the creepy, gigantic doll from Squid Games, which is a duplicate and also the first mini we got opening these balls. The stand flew away, but interestingly enough, we got 2 in the same ball. What are the chances of that, right? Chances or no chances, it rarely works in our favor. I mean, if this was like a golden, legendary, or iconic mini and we got 2 in one ball, I would definitely not complain. There's another Squid Game mask, and as we saw from the collector's guide, all of them are the same. I mean, there is a golden mask, but I'm talking like, you know, in the common area, like all of them are the same. It's the black mask with the white square. Here's another red French type of hat, or beret. I feel like this is one of those hats that not everyone can pull off, you know? I will never say no to a duplicate that actually has a food item inside. We got the Emily in Paris with the 2 chocolate croissants. As usual, scented one. Should I even bother opening it? Yep, no, return it. Oh, the reason I opened it like this is because I thought for sure it's another one of those bone thingies, but no siree. This is a sword, a very nice and very detailed sword. I'm guessing it's from Witcher. Very, very nice details on it. Really, really like it. It's pretty big too. Yes, it is from The Witcher, but it's a common one, even though we just got one, and there's certain things like this, which is ultra rare, which they're really not ultra rare. But yeah, it's this sword that we got, and there's also a glow-in-the-dark one, which seems to be a different model. And I mean, I hope it's glow-in-the-dark, but it is part of the ultra rare, and this is where the scented ones are, so it kind of makes sense. Plus, they put like a black background, and it's kind of glowing, so I'm guessing that's what they were trying to say. I thought for sure this is another new mini, but it's not. We got Hopper from Stranger Things. First Hopper duplicate. Here's another one of Dustin's thinking cap. And something new. I really don't know what it is. It looks like a robot. Yeah, definitely a robot. Okay, it's from Rebel Moon, which, by the way, I looked it up, and apparently Rebel Moon is a movie, it's not a series, and it's actually the only movie that's part of this mini brands collection. The color is a little bit off though. Based on the collector's guide, it looks more grayish, and this is more greenish, and I almost threw this away. It seems like this stand actually has the name of the movie on it, which is pretty cool. I need to watch this movie because apparently it's a science fiction movie. It's from, I think, 2023, so it's kind of right up my alley. I don't know how I missed it. We're gonna put it right here. Mark it as found. So after opening 8 balls, I got exactly half of the collection. I will open the rest of the balls at some point, but I don't think I'll try to complete this series. Let me know in the comments what do you think about it and whether or not you will be collecting these. Thank you in advance for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And now, as usual, you guys stay golden and keep on shining until the next video. Bye bye.